Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make this beautiful centerpiece. So we have our white pine, some emerald arborvitae, some spruce, some high bush cranberries again that I have that the birds love, and they last on my trees all winter. So stay tuned and we'll work on this together. I have some spruce, some white spruce, some arborvitae, and some white pine here, as well as some high bush cranberries that I foraged from the yard. And what I'm going to be doing is reusing this tin that I got last year as a gift. I kept the adornments that were in it last year, and because I knew I would like to repurpose it. There's no sense in throwing these things away if you can reuse them. They're cute little things, and I didn't have to buy them again. Didn't have to throw them in the trash. It came with a couple of candles as well, which I kept. I pulled out so that I could reuse them this year. One of the things I did is I got the wet foam from Michael's, and I hydrated it already, and I've cut it to size so it's in here. The one thing that you want to make sure is when you get these little tins that are supposed to hold water, make sure they do. So this I filled with water and found that some of the little corners where the galvanized comes together was having some leaks, some slight leaks. So what I did is I put another little cookie tray underneath it, which kind of matches it. You know, it's a little aluminum cookie tray and it matches pretty nice. So that will be good. The first thing that we're going to do is we want to establish the height of this arrangement. And so we're going to let the candles dictate what that is. So I've already kind of pre-put some holes in here. I'm going to push them down a little bit more. If I need to fill some stuff in to keep them upright, I can do that. But for right now, so this will be our height, and then we're going to kind of work out from there. The thing that I like using the most is white pine. I think that it's the wispy nature of it is just fun. And I'll continue working with some of these smaller sprigs to try to make like I said, that skirt going around. It's pretty nice. They go in really easy. It smells really good. It smells like pine. I'm just gonna kind of keep going around. And when you cut them off, you get these smaller ones, and they look a little misshapen, but it doesn't matter, because what you're going to do is stick it in anyway. So I'm going to keep putting some of these in there. They're really kind of nice. Some of them are a little big. Again, I'm just trying to make a skirt going around. I'm going to keep going. If you have extra needles on like this, you can just simply pull them off. I have a bucket here to throw some of my scraps in. I'm going to come from different angles. And again, we're going to have it be kind of propped up for right now, which is fine. I'm going to come in with you can see how wispy this foliage is, and I'm going to come in with the denser foliage. So when you do your own craft projects, are you getting your materials from your garden or your yard? And let me know in the comments. I just think it's a great way to bring nature indoors, which I always like to do. So I'm going to keep going. Again, I'm just going to try to get this skirt going around. I'm going to put some more around. Make sure it's really kind of filled in. So now when I get down towards the end, I'm going to cut some of these down a little bit more because I need some smaller pieces to fill in. So to do that, I'm going to cut the kind of the tip off first, like this. And then you have the smaller side branches you can cut off as well, which is kind of nice. So I just cut it from there. Again, I'm just trying to get some height, and the skirt kind of all done at the same time here. So we're kind of getting some height coming up. I've got kind of a bald spot over here. over here, so I am going to fill that in. Going to keep going. All right, so the next thing I'm going to come in with is some of these, the Arborvitae. It's flat and it'll help to fill in some of this other area. And I might have to cut it down quite a bit or just pull it apart. Again, what I'm trying to do is kind of fill in the areas going around, and again I'm kind of layering it. So first I did the white pine, and now I'm going to put the Arborvitae in there. It's always, when you're doing the craft or the art projects, you need patience to be able to work with it. Make sure you do it at a time of day when you can afford to just really get involved. I'm going to kind of weave that Arborvitae around the base of the candle, which is actually really nice at kind of hiding the foam when I do that. It actually works super, super good. So I ran out in my yard a few days ago before the snowstorm came. You know if you can see behind me, but it's been snowing. You can see it's white outside. It's not snowing at the moment. It was snowing about an hour ago, but right at the moment it's not snowing. So I knew the snowstorm was coming and I was going to be doing this project, so I wanted to get out there ahead of it because otherwise I have to wait for it to dry. I have to harvest it and then it has to sit out and dry before I can use it, because you know, obviously you don't want everything sopping wet. It would be painful to use. Need some more Arborvitae here. Again, I'm trying to fill in these areas here. I'm going to come around to this side. You can see that it's looking a little thin, so I am simply going to cut some more of these little Arborvitae pieces and start sticking it in to help hide some of this. We want it to really lay in there and layer nice. And my candles are not happy right now, but I'll fix those later. Won't be a problem. Won't be a problem. I think it's always interesting to look at just how much material it takes to make an arrangement. It takes a lot. Typically you wouldn't do this, but this arrangement should last for a few weeks. It should last me, you know, through the holiday from the time I'm doing this. And I'm putting these in there rather than putting these red plastic balls. So I'm again just trying to stick with Mother Nature and organic natural materials to the best of my ability. Even though the candles are not, although they could have been beeswax candles, I suppose. It's kind of nice to get these berries to stand up a little bit to help add to that element of giving it some height. Twist some of them around. I'm going to take a couple of them off. Hopefully this works. And we'll let these berries just kind of hug the candles, which is working out really well for me. I'll cut some of the side ones down, so I really like the berries. In some cases, if you make some of these holiday arrangements and that they're all really organic, you could You could put them all back outside and let the birds come in and enjoy them too when you're done, which is kind of nice. I'm going to stick the pine cones in now, one on this side, and I'm going to stick one on this side. So then you kind of have something to look at on each side. I'm going to turn this around so you can see this side of it. It's looking pretty good. Again, the candles are looking a little lopsided, but again, I'll stick it a little bit deeper. It'll be fine. And now I'm going to start to fill in with some of these little spruce tips. Little piece. So this is a nice one too. And rather than sticking it in the foam, you can just simply lay it on top too, if you want. Or snake it under some of the other pieces, which is kind of a nice thing to do. And in the end, I'll do a close-up. I should have an overhead camera, but I don't. So we'll just make do with what we got and go from there. I like it a lot. This looks really good. Give it a drink of water. I'm going to try to, I don't want to overdo this. So I'll just put some of this berry stuff in there. It's going to kind of stand it up. I got little berries in here, so I am just going to kind of just stick it, and it will act a little bit structurally too, to keep things balanced for me. The other thing I think about this time of year when I'm in the process of making Christmas crafts, are there things that I can add into my own garden? Are there things that would have been nice to have? Winterberry, bittersweet. I think I'm in the northern climate. Bittersweet grows. It's very beautiful. A lot of people use it. But these cranberries are pretty good, and I've got tons of them. So the other thing that I was thinking about doing is adding a ribbon to this. And the reason that I hesitate in adding a ribbon, and then it would no longer be an organic centerpiece. There's probably ways that you could take a hollowed out log too rather than using the tin, but I wanted it to hold water. So I went and I've collected just a little bit more pine that I want to stick in here. I want to give it some, to fill in a couple of the areas that I think are a little bland. And if you have your own pine and spruce trees like I do, you can always get more. I think you can buy, there's certain vendors that will of course sell these little sprigs for you, but if you can harvest it yourself, it's good. Please don't go into the national forest and do this though. Don't take away from the forest. Make sure you leave it for others to enjoy. So let me know what you think. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. I'll do some B-roll so we could do some close-ups and see how this looks. I'm a woodland girl. I love woodland. I love all natural. If I can make something all natural, I do. And I just think it looks great. If this video is helpful, please give it a thumbs up so YouTube knows to share this content with others. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.